All right, next review. I Know What You Did Last Summer, a 2025 sequel, legacy sequel to the franchise back in the 90s. I highly recommend watching the first two films. It helps. Third one you can probably skip. It's a nice B movie. TV show, I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's okay and it's great for the next generation, but the first two films are definitely a must. Basically the 90s flick that made Ryan Phillippe, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Fred Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt, Brandy, Kai Pfeiffer, those iconic actors from the 90s stars. And these films are fantastic. I really liked them. I'm rewatching them, and boy, they really hold up, and it is scary. So yeah, basically the original premise is though that these kids are out having a good time back in the 90s, and there is a terrible accident, and they start to cover it up, only to find out that someone knows everything and decides to hunt the victim, the guilty parties down. And that was back then. This film is basically similar premise for the most part though, but it's definitely new for the next generation. A beautiful, gorgeous young cast, like classic Riverdale formula. Freddie Prinze Jr. is back. It's great seeing him on screen. The gorgeous Jennifer Love Hewitt is back in this role, and they did a really good job. Great seeing them again. And yeah, there's some friends that reunite, friends that are fractured friendships mended. So I want to say, and terrible accident, and responsibility is not taken lightly, and they decide to cover it up, and someone decides to hunt them down. So it's very fascinating, though. It's an interesting look, and it's spicy, it's sensual, it's violent, it's bloody, and all that jazz. But it's interesting. But what I really like, though, is when you find out who the killer is, though. Very interesting points about mental health and friendships, but also the power of what happens when you erase history. So I want to say, but it was a really good film. Freddie Prinze Jr. did a review on his own podcast, which is amazing. He has his own horror podcast, and unfortunately, yeah, the box office might is a little bit low because it was released around the time of Fantastic Four, Superman, and Jurassic World. So maybe it'll make some money later on. I think October would have been a better release date, but then of course you have Mortal Kombat, which is tough. So, and Tron. But it's a good film. It's really interesting. If you like horror thriller films, I mean, look at what Final Destination Bloodlines did, was amazing. But I think the director did such an amazing job. I love the beginning and the ending because it's the callback to the original film, which is beautiful. I mean, the cinematographer deserves all the praise here. Like, come on, beautiful work. But it's great, really. It's action-packed, it's bloody, it's R-rated. Everyone's good looking. I mean, Madeline Klein from Outer Banks, Jonah Howard from Little Mermaid, Tyree from Atlanta, now an upcoming thriller from him. Chase Sweet is, I think, from The Studio. And Sarah Pigeon, who's fantastic as well. And yeah, so great cast. And yeah, and I recommend staying for the mid-credits. There's a nice little surprise. And his other cool cameo, which is kind of nice, but I really, it was really cool. But it does keep you guessing, though, because you're not really sure who the killer is. They keep you guessing, though, but the reveal is very, very interesting and compelling and very bold, and I like it. So definitely worth a watch. It's great seeing a film like this to come back and, for the most part, get good reactions. And also, in fact, Final Destination Bloodlines, too. It's great to see legacy sequels do well. I mean, of course, Happy Gilmore as well. So when done right, boom. And Zoolander didn't do too well, and Dumb and Dumber, but it's great to know that, hey, those movies are okay, the sequels. But it's nice to know that this found new life again. So, sorry. But yeah, it's a great film. Performances are great. Cinematography is a win. Jennifer Love was amazing. Yeah, I'm not really picky about stuff like that, but it was really good. And it is scary. And I hope there's, I mean, will it be another one? It's hard to say at this point. But the fact that they took a chance, glad that was made. But sometimes release date, it's hard. Because sometimes you do all the right things, but ultimately release date. There's so much out in theaters nowadays. Like, what's the best thing to choose? So, yeah. Pretty good. All right. That's the review. Signing off.